Hello students, today we will going to start with the next chapter from Snapshot book, that is Albert Einstein at School, written by Patrick Pringle. So in this story you will get to know about Albert Einstein when he was in his school age, when he was young, and at that time he didn't like to go to school because he want to go for higher studies to Milan, Italy, and his theory of education was based on ideas rather than on facts. So here we start with this chapter, Albert Einstein at School. Albert Einstein 1979 to 1955 is Albert Einstein 1879 to 1955 is regarded as the greatest physicist since Newton. So he was one of the renowned physicists after Newton, right? In the following extract from the young Einstein, the well-known biographer Patrick Pringle describes the circumstances which led to Albert Einstein's expulsion from a German school. So in this, in this story, in this extract, this is just an extract taken from the book The Young Einstein, right? The well-known biographer, Patrick Pringle, he just described the circumstances, he just described the situation which led Albert Einstein expulsion from a German school. Means you will get to know how Albert Einstein was expelled. Expulsion means the action of forcing someone to leave an organization, institution, or in school, right, from a German school. So here we start with the story. In what year, Einstein asked the history teacher, did the Prussians defeat the French at Waterloo? So I already told you the characters in the summary, who all are the characters in this story. So in this line, his history teacher, he just asked question from Einstein, that Einstein, just tell me, did the Prussians defeat in which year did the Prussians defeat the French at Waterloo? So Prussians, basically in earlier times Germany was divided in two parts. One is Prussia and other is Austria, right? So that is why it's called Prussians. So what answer he did? He gave the answer, I don't know, sir. Why you don't know? So his history teacher, he said that, why you don't know? You have been told it often enough. I have told you many times, but still, you are saying that you don't know. So here Einstein is saying, I must have forgotten. Maybe, like he says, maybe I must have forgotten. Did you ever try to learn? Asked Mr. Braun. So Mr. Braun, his history teacher, he just asked one question from Einstein, that Einstein, have you ever tried to learn the dates? No, sir, Albert replied with his usual unthinking honesty, and in a very honest manner and very, politely, he said that, sir, I don't know. In a very honest manner, he said, sir, I don't know. Why not? Then what he replied, Einstein, what he replied, I can't see any point in learning dates. So he directly said that, sir, I don't think that learning dates is what we call education. One can always look them up in a book. So here Einstein thinks that if you want to learn the facts, then you can easily look them up in a book. At that time, what happened? Mr. Braun was speechless for a few moments. You amaze me, Einstein, he said at last. Don't you realize that one can always look most things up in the book? So he said that you really amaze me, Einstein, and what you are saying, it means that whatever the factual knowledge is then the person will going to look in the book and then will going to say, then what's the use of coming to school? What's the use of gaining knowledge? That applies to all the facts you learn at school. Yes, sir. Then I suppose that you don't see any point in learning facts. So here he is saying, Einstein, yes, sir, definitely I didn't believe in facts. In fact, I believe in ideas. Right. So here his history teacher, he is saying that I think that there is no point, according to you, there is no point of learning facts. Then what Einstein replied, frankly, sir, I don't, said Albert. And in a very, frankly, in a very frank manner, he said, sir, really, I didn't find that there is any point in learning facts. Then what his history teacher is saying, then you don't believe in education at all? He asked this question. Okay, so it means that you didn't believe in education. Oh, yes, sir, I do. So here Einstein is saying, so I do. I don't think learning facts is education. So here he is keeping his point, sir, that according to me, I don't find that learning facts or learning up things, learning dates, or mugging up the, like dates is not we call is education. In that case, said the history teacher with heavy sarcasm, perhaps you will be so kind as to tell the class the Einstein theory of education. So at that time, his history teacher, he was getting very angry, but in a very sarcastic manner. He just make him stand, and he just said to Einstein that Einstein, you just stand up and tell to each and every one, tell to the whole class that what is your theory of education, what do you think according to you, what is your theory of the education. Albert flushed. I think it's not fact that matters but ideas. So now here he is saying, this is very important line, so just mark this line, students. Here he is saying that I believe in ideas, I never believe in facts. Right? I think it's not the fact that matters, but the ideas. Means he did not believe in factual knowledge. I don't see the point in learning the dates of battle or even which of the armies killed more men. So Einstein is saying, sir, I didn't find anything that it's fruitful if we going to learn the dates of battle, when the battle started, when it stopped, right? How much duration the battle was going on, right? So there is no point in learning the dates of battle or even which of the armies killed more men. I would be more interested in learning why those soldiers were trying to kill each other. So here Einstein is saying that in fact my interest will be in more, that I am more interested to know that what was the cause of war, why soldiers are killing each other, what was the reason behind that. In fact, I believe in this. So by hearing this statement, Mr. Braun, he just become very angry and he said, that's enough. Mr. Braun's eyes were cold and he was very, very much, upset at that time, and he was like very angry with Einstein. He was very much, were cold and cruel. We don't want a lecture from you, Einstein. And he said shoutedly that Einstein, just shut up. We don't want that you should give a lecture. You will stay in for an extra period today, although I don't imagine it will do you much good. So he just gave punishment to Einstein that you have to be here for an extra period, one more period, although I know that it is good, it is no good for you either for school. So definitely, but it's your punishment that you have to stay for an extra period. It won't do the school good either. You are a disgrace. So here Einstein is expressing his displeasure that you are a disgrace. I don't know why you continue to school. So here he's saying that you are just a disgrace to this school, and I don't know why you are coming. If you're not interested in your studies, you should stay home, or you should ask your father to take away from this school. So why you are coming, I don't understand. It's not my wish, Sir Albert pointed out, and very, honestly, he never thought of, some nothing was going in his mind. He was not arguing, but he was telling the truth that, sir, actually, it's not my wish to come to school. Then you are an ungrateful boy and ought to be ashamed of yourself. Then, in a very, rude manner, he said that you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be shamed on you. I suggest you ask your father to take you away. And here, Mr. Braun, he is saying that it's better to you just go and tell your father to take you away from this school. Albert felt miserable. Miserable here means unhappy when he left school that afternoon. So that afternoon, Albert was very much, he was unhappy when he left that school. Not that it had been a bad day. Most days were bad now, anyways, but because he had to go back to the hateful place the next morning. So here it was not that the day was only bad, but in general, days were getting bad at school as he hated uh, going to school every morning. He only wished his father would take him away. So his wish was that his father should take him away from this school. But there is no point in even asking. But he knew that it's pointless to ask from his father. Why? It's no point to ask from him, because he knew what the answer would be. He very well knew that what his father will going to give the answer. He would have to stay until he had taken his diploma. So he knew that he have to be in this school until and unless his diploma is not been completed. So just mark up till here, students.